Hey guys, Carltopia here, and welcome to what may be my most epic mail day ever, courtesy of Mark Mosley on Twitter, also known as I Draw Baseball Cards. Have been chatting with Mark online, commenting on his stuff, and he had some stuff he was looking to unload, and so he sent me some cards. I totally did not expect a medium flat rate box, but I cannot wait to get into this and see what he sent me. We might even need to do 2 videos on this depending on how much is in here. So thank you, Mark. Your generosity is definitely appreciated, and let's see what we get. All right. And looks like we have 2. Oh, even more than that. Got some storage boxes. Got a 400 count, and I don't know what size that is. Probably 200, and maybe an 800 count box. So a whole lot of bags for packing material. Good to see they packed it nicely. And let's start with the smallest one. So Mark knows that I PC Mets. I'm anticipating that. Oh wow, look at I got some unopened packs. 90 Fleer, 92 Stadium Club, 90 Upper Deck. I forget what year this is. At Donruss. It's like 88 Donruss. It's 87 Donruss. 92 Stadium Club. 91 Topps. And then some 91 Studio. So totally unexpected. Was not expecting packs. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So 9 total packs. I'll save those for last. So let's go in on the 400 count box. All right. Oh, so these are from the Wiz, which is like an electronics store in Queens and New York. Wow, these are awesome. I love the oddball stuff, always did. Mets commemorative card collection. So we got Don Zimmer, Gene Woodling. I don't even think I'm gonna go through all these. This is crazy. This is like possibly every Met that's ever been. They're all looks like they're perforated maybe from an entire sheet, or popped out of an ad or something, but these are great. Yeah, I mean, wow, Lenny Randle, Bob Myrick, wow, holy cow. George Doc Medic, Tug McGraw, Mickey Lolich. I even forgot Mickey Lolich was on the Mets at one point. Tim Leary, Clint Hurdle, Todd Hundley, Steve Henderson, Richie Hebner, Andy Hassler. Wow. Johnny Franco, and many, many more. David Cohn, John Candelaria. I don't even remember John Candelaria being on the Mets. Bruce Bochy. Wow, yeah, I'm going to have to go through all these separately. So we're off to a good start. I like the oddball stuff. Always welcome to add to my collection. So here we got some This John Maine, this is like Baseball Heroes. This looks like a reprint. Yeah, these are reprint Baseball Heroes. Carlos Delgado. Looks like parallels. David Wright. John Maine. Johan Santana. A couple Johan Santanas. More John Maines. These are all Gaudy cards. More David Wright. These are Goodwin champions. In 2009, Goodwin champions. Got some Upper Deck timeline. That's probably what this continues on. Yeah, so we got Upper Deck timeline there. There's a 2008 Upper Deck. Pedro, more Pedro. Move on, right? Yeah, move on. World Series Heroes, Mike Hampton, more Upper Deck. It's a nice card. Home Run Heroes, almost has like a little wood grain feel to it. Ryan McRae. That's a preview card. It's cool. Upper Deck Gold, Robin Ventura. Wow. This is gonna like complete so many holes in my collection, it's not even funny. Brian Cole. These are the top SP top prospects, and Pat Strange. A numbered card. Cut from the same cloth. Not a relic though, which is kind of weird, right? You'd think if it says cut from the same cloth, but still a numbered card. $9.99. Pedro and Johan Santana. Some more Collector's Choice. Aaron Heilman. Move on. Mike Pelfrey. Star Attraction. Pedro Martinez. Marquee matchups. Hanley Ramirez versus Pedro. So some nice insert cards in here as well as base. So Mike Piazza. Always loved Mike Piazza's in my collection. Derek Bell. Fojo. More Johan Santanas. More Upper Decks, all different brands. I mean, all the different products from Upper Deck. Steve Traxel. Helen and Ginter. Dana Murphy. Walter Perez. Here's the Lou. Wow. This is just amazing. I really can't believe that. Wow. Francisco Rodriguez, Jose Reyes. So I don't know, I mean, so one of my goals for my collection is to have every Mets card ever made. You know, pretty steep goal, but I mean, since the Mets only started in 1962, I don't have to collect any pre-war stuff or anything like that. You know, it's also the collection as a whole should be fairly inexpensive. I mean, obviously, other than the Nolan Ryan, Tom Seaver, you know, those cards from the 60s. You know, a lot of the cards that, you know, the players that the Mets have had over the years as rookies have, you know, their cards are not going that expensive. So I figure it would be a good, also it's my favorite team, but I figure it'd be a decent goal, collecting goal. So This obviously is going to be a huge, huge help to my collection. Armando Benitez. Let me go through these a little quicker. Those are O-Pee-Chees. O-Pee-Chees was not a brand that I collected for baseball, really. I've got some O-Pee-Chee hockey, but not many. Upper Deck Victory, Upper Deck MVP, Upper Deck Collector's Choice. I love these Ovation cards. Again, that's like that 3D feel to it. Oh, Keith Hernandez for my Keith Hernandez Super Collection. That's awesome. Or Johan Santana, Gaudies. There's one that slipped in there. Washington National Stadium. Tom Glavine. Zeal. Jose Reyes. Matt Harvey. The triple play. Starquest. Carlos Beltran. More Carlos Beltran. More Carlos Beltran. Definitely going to be a Hall of Famer. Tom Glavine, who is a Hall of Famer. Ricardo Alfonso. Oh, here we go. Neil Allen, 1981. Look at that. That's a great shape, too. Love these 81 Donruss cards. Damian Easley, Sean Estes. Wow. That's right. He did come to the Mets. Carl Everett. Preston Wilson. Jesse Roscoe. Aaron Heilman. Oh, here's a good one. Another Neil Allen. The Kellogg's 3D Superstars. I remember getting these. I had a bunch of these when I was a kid, but the problem was when you're 10 years old, 11 years old, and you're trying to figure out how this all works, I ended up actually like scratching these up pretty good, trying to figure out, like, just, you know, feeling that like grooves that gives it that 3D look. So I threw them all in the garbage when I was in my teens. Blue chips. Terry Ordonez, Leiter. This looks like Stadium Club. Yep, Stadium Club. Butch Husky. Jeff Kent. Ryan Thompson. Kevin Elster. Todd Zeal. Mike Hampton. Decent hitting pitcher from what I remember. There's a Casey Stengel. Looks like Tops. Bobby Bowe. Brett Saberhagen. Hojo. Tops Town. I've seen those before. Rookie debut, Lastings Millage. I remember him. They were hoping he was going to be something, but like a lot of Mets rookies, he didn't pan out. Brian Bannister. Pedro. A sticker card. It's a mini. Jose Reyes. It's an opening day. That's nice. It's actually out in, it's Mets versus the Cardinals on opening day in 2007. That's cool. Jason Isringhausen. I got some Bowman, Brooke Fordyce, Pete Smith, Tom Engel. Yep, Tom Engel. Ryan Thompson, Bobby Jones. Another one of those Met pitchers. Jones and Isringhausen, Pelfrey. Johnny Franco, Carlos Beltran. Let's go through this last stack. More Beltran, Fernando Tatis, Moises Alou, Ramon Castillo, Ryan Church, Ivan Hernandez, JJ Putz, Dwayne Sanchez, Jeremy Reed, Pedro Feliciano, Jay Payton rookie card. That's pretty cool. Jose Reyes, Carlos Beltran, season highlights, Tom Glavine, Joe Smith, Philip Humber, rookie card, Yamamoto, Philip Humber, rookie card, Bobby Bonilla, Oliver Perez, Zeringhausen, Chusky, Bobby Bow, still paying him. So 92, 93 upper deck. Or 93 upper deck. Greg Jeffries, Andy Myers, Keith Hernandez, love that card. Lenny Dykstra, Gary Carter, love that card. David Cone, Darryl Strawberry, Hojo. Those like late 80s Mets, you know, 86, 89. Great team. Carlos Delgado. I got some Fleer, 93 Fleer. Charlie O'Brien, Lee Guterman, Richard Hidalgo, Raymond Buford, Bill Pulsifer, Pete Harnish, Dave Malicki. It was a great little look back, actually. I mean, there were some guys who were on the Mets in the 90s and early 2000s that, you know, I don't even remember them being on the Mets and, you know, coming over from other teams. Eddie Murray, him I remember being on the Mets. Loved having him on the Mets. Doug Simons, rookie. We got some studio cards, Frank Viola, Kevin Reynolds, Dave Magadan, Hojo, Greg Jeffries, Tommy Herr, Dwight Gooden, Johnny Franco, Vince Coleman, and ended up Darryl Boston. So that's the first box. That's a 400 count box. All Mets. Great cards spanning, you know, 80 to the, you know, 2000s. Let's see, I don't know if I'm going to go through this. We're already at 18 minutes. I don't think I'm going to go through this whole larger box. It says it's labeled as Mets too. And I think what I'm going to do is keep that for a second video that I will do tomorrow. And we'll see what we get in here. But definitely looks more vintage based on those cards right there. Also mixed with probably some other 90s stuff, but we'll do that tomorrow. Why don't we finish off this video just opening up these packs that Mark sent. So we'll start with the 91 Studio. And then, let's see, I like the Stadium Club. And deck. We'll do the Fleer, and the Donruss, and then we'll finish with the Tops. And the upper deck. Okay, so 91 Studio. This has a Rod Carew puzzle. So these are going to be like the ones that were just at the end of that batch. So we got Tony Pena, Brian Harper, Molly Joyner, Todd Zeal, Mike Scott, Benito Santiago, Mike Scioscia, two there, Greg Swindell, Dave Righetti, and Marquise Grissom. So These cards are always funny. They always crack me up because they're like those, you know, that photography place, the glamour shots of the baseball card world. Andy Van Slyke, Todd Van Poppel, Dave Winfield, Hall of Famer, Scott Sanderson, Bobby Thigpen, Bip Roberts, Juan Samuel, Kevin Mitchell, Andres Galarraga, and John Olerud. Some ex-Mets in there. Go with the 90 Fleer. And there's the Fleer Action Series sticker card for Texas Rangers. So we got Mike Flanagan, John Smiley, Kirby Puckett, Ryan Sandberg, All-Star Team, Checklist, Jeff King, Billy Swift, Ozzie Smith, Hall of Famer, Nick Saski, Eric King, Jack Armstrong, went to Rider University, same school I did, pitched for them, Larry Walker, Dave Valet, Ernest Riles, and Paul Gibson. All right, we'll move on to the Donruss. It's the 88 Donruss. Jeff Blauser, Mike Gallego, Mark McGwire, Diamond Kings, that's nice. It's stuck there. Bob Kipper, Alejandro Pena, Bill Pacoda, Gary Pettis, Mike Jackson, other Diamond Kings, Andre Dawson. Nice, 2 Diamond Kings in 1 pack. Paul O'Neill, Chet Lemon, Ed Whitson, Cecil Fielder. That was rookie? No, not his rookie. And Bob McClure. All right. 87 Donruss. Roger Clemens. That's a good card. Johnny Ray, Randy Hunt, Bob James, Vita Blue, Darnell Coles, Ozzie Guillen, Manny Trio, Scott Fletcher, Kevin Bass, Mike Easler, when he was with the Yankees, Robbie Thompson, and John Gibbons for my PC. All right, let's go to the 91 Topps. Gerald Clark, Jeff Houston Gold Cup card, Jose Canseco, Bob Patterson, John Burkett, Mark McGwire, Mike Sharperson, Rex Hubler, Bernard Gilkey. I always used to get him on my fantasy team back in the 90s. Usually it was a decent mix of speed, average, and power. All-Star Alan Trammell, the base card Alan Trammell, Jim Gantner, Kurt Young, Eric Davis, and Bill Long. All right, let's go to the, save 92 Stadium Club for last, and we'll go with the 90 Upper Deck. So we got Tim Laudner. Even if these don't brick, they kind of stick together a little bit. So let's go this way. Okay. Neil Heaton. Scott Service. Dave Steed. Charlie O'Brien. Keith Miller for the PC. Tony Fernandez, slick fielding shortstop. Mickey Tettleton, Kirby Puckett, that's a nice card. Greg Hibbert, whoops, sorry. Wade Boggs triple or like quadruple play, where you can see like 4 pictures in one. 4 in 1, I think they call it. Otis Nixon, Wayne Tollison, Dan Plesac, and Luis Rivera. And finish off the last 2 packs, 92 Series 1 and 3. I'll go to Series 3 first. Series 1 and 3 Stadium Club. I forgot that there were 3 different series for Stadium Club. I always like the Stadium Club product. The photography was great. You know, full bleed, no borders on the cards. I actually joined the Stadium Club. I've got some limited edition cards from them. That they send you, you know, for being a member. I'll probably show them off in a future video. So let's see, Jeff Ennis, PC card right off the bat. Dwayne Ward, Willie Blair, Don Przynski, oh, another PC, Dick Schofield, Ron Robinson, and Jeff Branson, Corey Snyder, Dave Fleming, Rich Amaral, Randy Myers, Turner Ward, Scott Fletcher, Wally Joyner, and Juan Bell. And last but not least, it's going to take a while to upload. We're at 27 minutes, so let's finish this up. So we got Andy Moda, Sean Berry, Scott Hammond, Kent Merker, Dennis Eckersley, Hall of Famer, Albert Bell, Ricky Jordan, Randy Bush, Benny Harris, Tommy Green, Matt Noakes, Pete O'Brien, Doug DeCenzo, Dave Bergman, and Dave Hollins. So there we go. So, Mark, thank you very, very much for the additions to my collection. The first part of it right here. And stay tuned for part 2 tomorrow, when I'll open up the 800 or 600 or 800 count box, and we'll see what we get. And don't forget to check Mark out on Twitter. Definitely has some, you know, really cool stuff that, you know, the baseball cards that he draws, you know, and you know, always contributing to the hobby. So check him out on Twitter, Mosley_Mark. I draw baseball cards. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.